If you're over 50 and you've been feeling more tired, more stiff in your joints, or just not recovering the way you used to, stop for a moment. Because what most people don't realize is that this isn't just getting older. It's something happening quietly inside your body, and researchers often refer to it as chronic low-grade inflammation. Think of it like a small fire that never fully goes out, not enough to notice in one day, but enough to slowly affect your energy, your joints, your heart, and even your memory over time. And here at Strong 50s, we've gone through a wide range of nutritional research and long-term health studies to understand something simple. Certain everyday foods may help your body manage this internal stress better. Now, I want to be very clear. This video is not about cures, quick fixes, or miracle claims. It's about supporting your body in a natural, consistent way based on what science has been observing for years. And today, I'm going to walk you through 5 simple foods that are commonly available in most kitchens or local markets and explain why they are often included in discussions about inflammation and healthy aging. Stay with me until the end because the final food is one most people completely underestimate, yet it plays a surprisingly important role in long-term wellness. And along the way, you might also discover that you've been eating some of these foods the wrong way without realizing it. Coming in at number 5 is extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is often called one of the most studied fats in nutrition research. Now think of your body's cells like tiny communication networks. When they are flexible and well-nourished, messages move smoothly. But when inflammation builds up over time, those signals can become less efficient. Some research in nutrition science has suggested that the natural compounds found in high-quality olive oil, especially polyphenols, may help support the body's natural anti-inflammatory processes. In simple terms, it's not about fixing anything, it's about supporting balance inside the body. Now here's where most people go wrong. They treat olive oil like a cooking oil for high heat frying. But extra virgin olive oil is much more valuable when it's used in a cold or low heat way because its natural compounds are more stable and preserved. Simple ways to use it include drizzling over salads, adding it to cooked vegetables after heating, mixing it with lemon on light meals, or using it as a finishing oil instead of a frying base. A small daily habit like this is often discussed in Mediterranean-style eating patterns, which have been widely studied for heart and overall long-term health. And remember, it's consistency that matters more than quantity. Next is something even more powerful for brain and heart health. Fatty fish like salmon or sardines. Fatty fish are known for containing omega-3 fatty acids. These are natural fats your body uses to build and maintain cell membranes, basically the outer layer of your cells. Think of it like this. If your cells are houses, omega-3 fats help keep the walls flexible, strong, and responsive, whereas diets low in omega-3 and high in processed fats may make those walls less flexible over time. Research in nutrition science has consistently observed that populations who consume more omega-3 rich foods tend to have better long-term health markers related to the heart and brain. Now here's the simple takeaway. You don't need extreme amounts. Even 1 to 2 servings per week of fatty fish is often enough to make a meaningful difference in overall diet balance. Simple preparation methods include oven baking with herbs, light grilling, or slow cooking. Try to avoid deep frying when possible, as it can reduce some of the beneficial qualities. And here's a small but powerful tip. Pair it with vegetables like spinach or leafy greens to support overall nutrient balance in meals. Simple, natural, sustainable. Before we continue, if this is making sense so far, take a second and tap the like button. It genuinely helps Strong 50s reach more people who want simple, honest health information without confusion. And I'd also love to hear from you. What age are you watching from, and which country or city are you in? Drop it in the comments. This community is growing worldwide, and it's always inspiring to see where everyone is joining from. Now let's continue. Coming next are blueberries. And this is where things start to get even more interesting. Coming in at number 3 is blueberries. Now, before you think this is just another superfood trend, let's slow down for a moment. Because blueberries are actually one of the most studied berries in nutrition science when it comes to brain and aging support. They contain natural plant compounds called anthocyanins. These are what give them their deep blue color. Think of these compounds like tiny protective shields for your cells. They don't force anything in your body. Instead, they support your body's natural defense systems against everyday stress. Some research in nutrition science has observed that regular berry intake is associated with better memory performance and healthier aging markers over time, especially in older adults. Now, here's what really matters: consistency. It's not about eating a huge amount once in a while. It's about small, regular intake. A simple habit: add a handful of blueberries to your breakfast or mix them into yogurt or oats. Frozen blueberries are also a great option and often just as practical for daily use. Now let's move to number 2, and this is where things become much more powerful, because turmeric is one of those foods that almost everyone has heard of, but very few people actually use correctly. Turmeric contains a natural compound called curcumin. In simple terms, curcumin is often studied for its role in supporting the body's inflammatory response system. Think of it like a signal regulator, not shutting anything down, but helping the body stay balanced. Now here's the problem most people don't realize. On its own, curcumin is very poorly absorbed by the body. So even if people consume turmeric regularly, they may not be getting much benefit from it. But research has shown something very interesting. When turmeric is combined with black pepper, a compound in black pepper called piperine may significantly increase absorption. And when combined with a small amount of healthy fat, absorption can improve even further. That's why traditional recipes like golden milk have been used for centuries, even before science explained why it works. A simple modern way to use it: add turmeric with a pinch of black pepper into warm milk or plant-based milk and include a small amount of healthy fat like coconut oil. Now let's be very clear, this is not a cure or treatment for any disease. It is simply a way to support your body's natural systems in a more effective way. And this brings us to the final food, number 1. But before that, take a moment if you're finding this helpful. If you are enjoying this kind of simple, research-based explanation, please like this video and subscribe to Strong 50s. And I really want to hear from you. What is your age and where are you watching from? Your comments help build this community of people who want to age with strength, clarity, and confidence. Now, let's move to number 1, because this is the food most people completely underestimate, and most people are eating it the wrong way. Number 1 is broccoli sprouts. Not regular broccoli, broccoli sprouts. These are the young shoots of the broccoli plant, usually just a few days old. And what makes them special is something called sulforaphane. Think of sulforaphane like a master switch inside the body, one that supports your natural defense and detox systems. Some research in nutritional science has observed that broccoli sprouts contain significantly higher concentrations of this compound compared to mature broccoli. Now here's the part most people miss. Sulforaphane is not fully ready-made in the plant. It is formed when the plant is chewed or prepared correctly, and heat is the problem. Cooking broccoli sprouts can reduce the natural enzyme activity needed to form sulforaphane effectively. That's why the simplest approach is often the best. Eat them raw, in salads, sandwiches, or as a topping on meals. Even a small amount added daily can be a practical way to include them in your diet. And if you prefer cooked vegetables, you can still add a small portion of raw sprouts on top after cooking to preserve their natural compounds. Now here's the key message. It's not about eating one magic food. It's about supporting your body consistently with better choices over time. Now let's bring everything together. Today we looked at 5 foods that are often discussed in nutrition science for their potential role in supporting the body's natural inflammatory balance. First, extra virgin olive oil, used best in its raw or low heat form to preserve its natural compounds. Second, fatty fish like salmon, providing omega-3 fats that support cell structure and overall balance. Third, blueberries, rich in plant compounds that support brain health and oxidative balance. Fourth, turmeric, which works best when combined with black pepper and a small amount of healthy fat to improve absorption. And fifth, broccoli sprouts, one of the richest natural sources of sulforaphane when consumed correctly. Now here's the key takeaway that most people miss. It's not about any single food, it's about patterns. When these types of foods are included regularly as part of a balanced diet, They may help support your body's natural ability to manage inflammation and maintain overall health as you age. And that's something science continues to study, not as a quick fix, but as a long-term lifestyle approach. Now, I want to leave you with something simple to think about. Most people focus on what to avoid, but the real shift happens when you start focusing on what to include. Small changes, repeated daily, are what create long-term results. If you've watched this far, thank you for your time and attention. If this video helped you in any way, please take a second to like this video. It really supports the channel. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to Strong 50s. We break down health science into simple, practical information designed specifically for adults over 50. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is your age, and where are you watching from? And which of these 5 foods do you already use in your daily life? Drop your answer in the comments. I read them, and they help shape future videos for this community. One last important note, everything shared in this video is for educational purposes only. It is not medical advice. Always talk to your doctor before making changes to your diet, medications, or health routine. Your body is unique, and professional guidance matters. Aging doesn't have to mean decline. With the right knowledge and consistent habits, it can mean strength, clarity, and stability. This is Strong 50s, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay strong, stay steady, and take care of yourself.